Hello and welcome back to my channel. I mentioned somewhere recently that I've been very fortunate over the last 2.5 years, especially last year in 2024, to go to a lot of K-pop shows. Last year was pretty slammed and I traveled a lot to see some just amazing acts. And weirdly enough, this definitely comes from like place of privilege, but that sheen, of course, compared to like the first handful of times that I went to a K-pop show, that sheen of like, oh my god, there they are in person kind of thing, someone that you've watched the music videos of and variety of for so long that you get to finally see in person. That particular sheen feels like it's slightly dimmed compared to those first handful of times that I've went, but I think that there are like a select few groups that would still give me that wow, holy shit, there they are factor, and aespa definitely I knew was going to be one of those. Over the last 2 years, they've risen to be one of my favorite groups, and I've really just loved the music they put out over those last 2 years, so I was so stoked for this. If you're new to my tour videos, I've done a couple of them, my concert experiences. I'll have a lot of footage because I feel like when I upload these, they're both meant for people who might not be able to make the tour and want to somehow experience it in some way. And also kind of a little memory log for myself. I like to have these to maybe even look back on of a show that I went to. So I do include a lot of clips with a little bit of talking here and there to kind of give my take and what I thought during and all of that. This actually, like a lot of the shows I saw last year, was the first stop of the US tour. I think that they did Oakland today, so you still certainly got a chance to maybe get an aftermarket ticket and see them, and I'll tell you it is definitely worth it. I think like ATEEZ and Idol and maybe one other also had their first tour date be Seattle. And I'm just very thankful that they came. I also just wanted to mention that I have a crap ton of, I'd say maybe like, man, it's got to be like 700 gigs of video from the tours that I went to last year that I never made a tour video for those particular concerts. There's so many things that I saw, so many things that I did, and I plan on making a series of probably 2 or 3 large videos that kind of compile all of them. And if you're interested in that, because I really did film quite a bit, please let me know. But I kind of plan on making that anyway, so I just want to gauge interest in some ways. And also, before we start, if you're interested in any other extra aespa content, I actually just did 2 of their albums right before doing or going to this concert because I was not caught up on the Whiplash album, which I loved. There's also plenty of aespa variety over on Patreon and Fourth Wall as well, so feel free to join us on there. But let's get to it. Now, this show was at the Showware Center, which I had never been to before, so new venue. I'm surprised it wasn't at the Tacoma Dome, where I've seen Twice, I've seen ATEEZ, I've seen Idol, probably someone else that I'm forgetting. I think that holds like 21,000 people, whereas the Showware Center holds like 6,500, which I thought for aespa, I don't know. Especially you look at how quickly those tickets sold, man, and the prices that some of them were going for. I think they could have gone for a bigger venue. It might have been scheduling stuff. But once I got in, you could also see that it seems like because it was smaller that there was really no bad seat in the house. Pretty much any vantage point you had was going to be pretty all right, and I was very happy with my seat. Arrived on time, and before long, the girls were out and started with Drama, which I guess I was surprised at. I didn't look at the set list. This is one of the very few tours where I just kept it completely blind and went in just kind of getting surprised song to song. One critique about this show that I definitely have is that I feel like there could have been more fanfare in terms of like them having maybe pyrotechnics or just a little bit more set design. It seems like aespa, to me at least, is deserving of that. And even here in this concert version of Drama, they have this harder dance break at the end that felt like it deserved to go harder and have a bit more of an explosive feel that wasn't there. And then they performed Black Mamba at center stage, where is the point in every arena show where I question where is the best place to sit or stand when probably 6 or 7 songs you just really get a butt view of. But soon enough, they were back on the main stage doing Salty and Sweet, which I'd say that there's a lot of solo cam shots here of Karina, because she's one of those idols that when you see in person, it's sometimes like hard to believe like this person is just as pretty, if not prettier in person than what you see on video. Then we had an outfit change, probably our shortest lived outfits of the show, and then dived into what is probably, I'd say, what most people were hyped for when it came to the show. I would say the most hype reactions of songs that they performed were here, Supernova, and then later Whiplash. The distant echo of the crowd during the body bang part was so sick too, and even Karina, I think, was pretty surprised by it. Then they had to bring out a whole goddamn jungle gym and do all this. Finally, after like 6 songs, we might have gotten our latest greeting I think I've maybe seen at a K-pop show. 6 songs, I feel like, is a lot between that and introducing themselves. Also, I want to test just how shitty this actually looks on YouTube from all the compression and the amount that I zoomed during this show. I want to see just how washed out it gets. So if some of these shots look like total shit, I apologize. Similar to the Idol show, I also thought there was a little bit nervousness on stage. I don't know if that's because it's the first tour date of their US tour, so kind of just getting used to the crowd and getting used to the atmosphere kind of thing. Even when you've performed many times before, I think there like comes like a period to where you have to get back into the flow of being on tour. I had just gotten to the Whiplash album right before the show, and Flights Not Feelings was a big standout for me. Next to Flowers, which that kind of blew my mind, but unfortunately they did not perform that. How hype is that one girl screaming the lyrics? Listen for her again during Karina's part when she performs it next. This concert also had some of the highest quality and coolest VCRs between the performances. You know, the pre-recorded videos that they put up when they're either changing or taking a quick break at intermission. They were just really damn cool. Very like horror focused, and there was a little story going on to where there were like 3 separate versions of themselves, where then towards the end they all kind of met. And I'm sure there's lots of Kwangya and real world mixing in there. You saw allusions to that, but I tried my best to keep it out of sight, out of mind. I didn't know if we were getting our novice to show up during the show, but that did happen later on. Although first we had the solos to get to, which I was so stoked for. And even though I reacted to all of these live solos before, I wasn't prepared for how spicy Giselle's was. It was really good. She did a great job. And then, of course, Winter's Spark, my favorite solo of the bunch, was done at center stage. So, like 75% of the song I had to watch from a back perspective. But this song was so hype. It's just like I thought when I first heard it. This excels in like a live setting. It's epic as hell. One of my buddies that also went to this show was saying that like people were losing it in his section, that they were kind of dancing around like you would see at Dreamcatcher's concerts, which it definitely has that feel. It was so good. Angelic, beautiful, goddess, perfect, everything I ever wanted. Love it. It was such a good performance. And then we had another outfit change. They started with spicy, but then eventually worked into pink hoodies, so they donned pink hoodies. But it was also like a visual attack unlike anything I've seen. It was a choice. It was a lot. And this is where things shifted. After the solos, the vocals were popping off. That's when it feels like the backtrack lowered by like 80%, and they were largely singing live. I loved it. It feels like there's sometimes a bit of raw vocals here and there. I forget there was a certain note that Winter also didn't hit quite right, but like that shit is okay. I want to hear the mistakes. I love that rawness. The imperfection is what makes each individual show unique, and it feels like you're present there with the artist. I was very happy that that changed halfway through the show. And that's also when the filming bias started to show. It happens all the time. At every show that I go to, I try to get a good shot of each member, each highlight during certain points, and then I invariably end up like unconsciously gravitating towards filming who my bias is, and yeah, that happened. I'm telling you, man, I think Karina was like built in a lab. Needs to be seen to be believed. It's crazy. I actually really do love the moments in shows where they talk to the audience and you get a little bit of personality from them. I'd say the two members that talked the most here was definitely Giselle for her English, but mostly Winter. She was definitely the chattiest of the bunch.
It's been forever doing this. 이 즐거움을 잊고 있었는데 I forgot the joy of doing this. 여러분들이 기억나게 해준 것 같아요. You made me remember this feeling.
And if you just watch aespa's music videos, you think they're so damn cool. They're just the hot, cool girls. But really, if you watch their variety, you know they're kind of all just a bunch of nerds.
Thank you, and we're gonna go on to our next song, which is Let's go!
Now, you probably thought you escaped, didn't you? That Kwangyo wasn't going to come for you. But it did. Navis showed up, and what was a visual display that was actually really impressive. I thought it was very well done. It's interesting. I really don't like the whole virtual idol idea. That's just not my vibe. It never will be. And I actually haven't heard this song that I know was like released as like just under Navis. But I really liked the song, and I also thought the visual accompaniment was really well done. I don't know what else to say. But soon enough, our girls were back to Whiplash your ass. And then came my moment, the song I was probably most excited for, and I yelled out for this one. I cut that out, though. I cut out my scream because it was embarrassing. But I fucking love Armageddon. It is probably tied with Spicy for being my favorite title track from aespa. It is so damn good. It's probably my most listened to song, maybe, from 2024. It was hype. And the concert version of it specifically, just like Next Level was, very hard. Like, it felt like a rock version. It was awesome. So then our concert ended, and we had our dance challenges as they prepared for the encore. They played a video for their fan song You, but it was actually performed during all the VCR filming. So in those, like, some of the horror outfits and everything throughout all the shoots they used for the VCRs, they were singing You in different portions. It was really well done. This little frog with the pipes. I'm realizing just how long this video is, so I'm going to stop talking and just show you their final performances and their goodbyes, and I'm going to say goodbye right now. Please join me on Patreon and Fourth Wall for extra aespa content. See them on tour. I love them. Oh my god, this video is way too long.
US tour, and we had new songs starting from today, like Die Trying, Blood's Not Feelings, and even Whiplash actually is the first time we're doing it at our concert. So to be honest, we've been, in Asia for quite a while, so I'm kind of starting to forget my English.
Preparing lots of things to show you guys this year, so stay tuned and see you guys soon.
Will you come back next time? I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Oh, everyone, I forgot one thing. Right now in Korea, it's Lunar New Year. 가족들이랑 함께 있어요.
In Korea, we gather together as a family on this day.
We don't want to be sad, so let's do a happy goodbye. 어떻게 좀
You're right.
안 슬프게 빠이빠이
How
할 수
do we say
있을까?
goodbye but not sadly?
좋았어.
그럼 우리가 지금 안 돌아보고 나갈 테니까 우리 마이분들도 쿨하게.
We're not gonna look back, so you should also be cool.
아니면 우리가 먼저 빠이 하면은 마이들이 빠이라고 해서
When we say
좋아.
bye, mice, please say bye as well.
Okay, but like you have to have the attitude, okay? You know, be mean to us.
Ready?
Okay, rehearsal.
Okay, let's do rehearsal.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.